Good morning, everybody. Oh, you know what this is? This is a pomegranate grown in the backyard, according to Santa's method of chop and drop. Eh? What?
Mr. Sana's birthday continues, but he made the breakfast.
Santa, thank you, boy.
Yeah, man. Well,
I get up this morning to make one a man, and Sana make five a man.
He make 5 a man, and Mama Bulu wanted to make 1 a man.
I'm real cool.
Wow.
What's your recipe? Good, you know, Sana.
Thank you very much, Santa boy. Nice. Yes, folks, it's a lovely morning here. And your boy, I ended up doing a little yard work yesterday, you know. I tried to bring back this lawn. It has some weed in between, but nothing we can handle.
So it's five a man, eh?
Buttercups across there. Yeah, that 5? Wow.
Five a man.
So no lunch today then?
So it's five a man versus one a man.
No lunch today, right? After
Okay.
this.
You will tell me, not a matter of choice, but whether you prefer to eat one a man or 5. It's equivalent.
Right. Only 1 cup of coffee?
Well, a big size.
Oh.
Greetings to the Canadian friends.
Okay.
Gisha, Mark and Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not about my Cody.
And Cody, hey, Sana,
Cody.
Sana saying hello to you, boy.
Cody 22.
Cody 22.
And is Ann Long?
And Long?
And wrong.
And Brong.
Ann Brong. Today I get up thinking Canadian.
Uh-huh.
And since you talk about Canada, Mark Lewis and Richie 6.
Richie 6 and Mark Lewis.
Mark Lewis and Rishi 6. I can't understand how I don't remember my own children's name, you know.
Mm-mm.
That adopted papers, I don't know if they spell all your name wrong or what it is. But I don't get it right.
I saw a gentleman from India was asking whether you made chapatis with that thing what you were doing last night.
Right.
But I was informed that chapatis is a kind of a roti, maybe not as large. So I had to reply, say that no, she wasn't making chapatis, but something like roti.
But any number could play with Mama Lou.
Any number could play with her. Okay, Mama Lou, you say grace quietly, girl, for you and I.
Yes, this pomegranate.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you were talking about it. We have this pomegranate tree we planted. Liba planted it actually, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. But it bear, but never to satisfaction. And Mr. Sana decided he will try his
method
theory that he used in Cora. So he has been cutting back all my plants and throwing it under the...
All your plants? All your plants?
He cutting back all my plants. And landscape plants.
Nana?
I'm throwing it under the tree. And I'm saying to myself, look at mess this boy making here.
Hold on a second there. Let me get our first handshake there.
Look at mess this
Hey,
boy
amigo.
making under this tree.
Your mother say you're making mess, right?
Understood.
You agree that it's a mess you made?
Well, we get some mess, but we get some pomegranates in the process too.
I want to thank you personally, for your breakfast this morning.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, nice of you to remember us. I woke up this morning, I didn't see bread. So I had a cup of coffee. I said, well, I know one thing will save me. Is if Sana walk out here.
And so said, so done.
So said, so done, right. So thank you very much.
Well, did I enjoy this?
And your birthday coming up again, boy?
My birthday, boy.
Your birthday. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
friend.
man.
Yes, Louis Baptiste. As you were saying, Mommy, look how pretty you are looking out there now, boy.
Nice job, boy. Nice
You come
job.
outside and you look around, I don't know what your environment, you who are looking on, I don't know what your environment looks like. But I will tell you, look for the spark that makes a good day. Look for the things that bring joy to the heart. You know, I was reading there about...
5 a man going down good though.
Yes, I would see that.
And second man.
You're on the second one?
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think
Tastes
I'll
real good.
take a sip of your coffee, right?
Yeah, man, enough to share. 50-50.
Good coffee, man. Good coffee. Good coffee, Louise. I was reading yesterday about the balancing act in life. And one of the a balancing act. Keep the balancing act in order. You know, it's like you're waking up. You know you have things to do. Okay, I gotta get up and do some dishes because water went last night and some remain undone. But I walk outside and I say, hey, I need to go and do this, I need to go and do that. And you know, your life begins to be a hustle immediately when things should be falling in place. I guess that's why people have what is it call these things on the job? Planners and work
Planners, book planners.
work planners. Wasn't that designed to really streamline things?
But to have it organized.
You know Shazi Mohammed. Hey Shazi, I want to big you up, boy. We worked together at the Express and you were always an ambitious young man. You went into doing calendars and other things, you know, advertising, business things. And one of the big things that I think you had hit on was making these planners, you know, work planners. I think Shazi did a good job of that. And he had come here a couple of months back.
So he introduced that?
I can't say that he introduced it, but he joined the bandwagon of it, right? So, how to strategize your day. And you know, multitasking might be something that you feel is great.
Oh, I was proud about being a multitasker, honestly. I can speak from my own experience.
Right.
And most women are very proud. I can multitask, you know. And it is true. Women on the job, you see them, they're working, they're talking on the phone, they're eating, everything simultaneously. Men, on the other hand, few men can multitask.
But
And
is there an advantage in it, right?
Well, I always thought from a working aspect that women were so focused. They could multitask and they never lost sight of all what they had to do. And yeah, I thought that was a great asset. But then I read that, you know, as you in old age, try not to multitask. Because especially there is some sort of Alzheimer's stepping in. For the day you'll be doing a lot of different things, but no job will be complete. And I prove that is true. I really prove that that is very true. I will have breakfast and I will just go outside and then I start on the plants. I'm going to put up the rice, and the time I come inside, Lancy's screaming, the rice burning, the meat drying up. So you get very, very carried away in what you're doing. You forget what you were doing, and therefore you did a lot of tasks. You start a lot of tasks, but nothing was completed. So I have recognized now that, you know, finish the job. But that was always something for you, Lance, finishing the job. You was always the cleanup man.
Let another praise thee.
You were always a clean-up man, and I always will be cooking and you cleaning up. You mopping out while I washing. But yes, to multitask when you're younger, it's fine. It's fine. Because a mother's role, a working woman, if she don't know how to multitask, she'll be pulling off the hair of her head.
That's very true.
Because when you think about a woman at work, working diligently, driving herself home in the afternoon, goes home, she's cooking, she's washing, she's helping the children with their lessons. If you don't multitask, you'll be having dinner at 12 o'clock in the night. And the child homework wouldn't be finished till 11. So you have to be able to multitask, to be able to make it. And yes, I was proud to be a person who could multitask.
But it kind of...
But I agree. I agree with what I read. I prove it for myself. When you try to multitask in your older life, you forget all what you were doing. And the day would finish, and then you'll say, but I thought I did that.
Right.
You started it. You start in one bedroom and make up the bed. You go in another bedroom, you dust down the dressing table. You go in another room, you sweep. When the day finish, but you didn't sweep this bedroom. And I've heard other members of family and friends that said that since they are at home, retired, they cannot do what they used to do before.
Right.
Like they're working on a Saturday, they clean up the whole house from top to bottom, and now they would say, I do one room at a time. One room a day. So when you do it that way, you're not multitasking. You're actually concentrating. You change your sheets, you wipe down your cupboards, you mop out. If you have to change your curtains, one room complete. Another day, you take up another room. So by the end of the week, all your rooms have had a proper 100% cleaning. Rather than trying to sweep here, dust there, make out the bed there, you know. So multitasking good for young people. But as you grow older, it frustrates you when you didn't finish what you started about to do.
No, let's move on to the anxiety consequence. If you're trying to multitask and you don't have things in balance, you know it affects your health.
Yeah.
Your stomach begins to churn. You begin to feel anxious, and therefore you end up with a headache. You gotta pop a pill into your mouth now to settle yourself, a Panadol, something to quiet your nerves. So what I believe as retirees we should do, strategize our day. We've had breakfast. Whatever dishes needed to be cleaned, you cleaned it. The bed is made up. The place is swept. You look around in the yard, okay, I've got to do this, but this is not the time to do it. We have something else planned, and you stick to your plan. You know, it's altering plans in midstream.
But at the same time, I don't feel you should get too routine. Eh?
No.
We're not talking getting routine.
No, you
That's
can't.
Some people, so routine is boring.
No, not the matter of getting. What you're saying is correct. You could get routine, but I am saying that if you accomplish a great deal during the day and during the days, there will be days when you could relax. You could pick up a book. You could sit down in a corner quietly. You could go in the garden and sit down under a tree and read. Let the birds fly all around, the hummingbirds and whatnot. The skies.
Tend to put sugar for the hummingbird.
Yes, poor things, they're dying for you, waiting for your help. They don't know how to multitask now up there. But you know, not routine, but
Not
structured.
routine. Because routine is boring for me.
Yeah.
That every morning I get up at 6 o'clock, I have a shower. At 7 o'clock, you have breakfast. At 8 o'clock.
You're talking about people who working?
Now I'm talking about retirees.
Okay.
To have a routine, you know. To be routine, I will say probably you maybe organized, I don't know.
But remember, if you're talking about retirees, you're talking about different ages. The younger retiree, right, compared to the older one. Excellent, man.
Yeah, man.
Excellent.
Sana,
Whatever
5 a man equivalent to 1 a man, eh?
Yeah, man.
That
Five,
is
5 is 1.
5 is 1.
5 to 1, boy.
The older
That like a US boy,
Yeah.
not Canadian.
the younger retiree will still find himself or herself being routine because you're coming out of a working environment into retirement. There will be some things clinging to you,
So you have to kind of change that.
right? As you grow older and you begin to fit in more into the retirement life, right? You're finding new ways now of settling and dropping off some of the routine. As you further advance, you realize, hey, wait, I have a life. I have a new life now. And therefore, I have to adjust to appreciate this new life, right? And as you grow even further, remember also, you're going to be talking about health issues now, eh? You slow down, you've lessened your contacts perhaps with friends that you knew. So you're adjusting yourself. What they say, what they recommend is that when you go into retirement, there are 3 things you could do. Fiddle around with a musical instrument. Learn to play something, maybe like a little keyboard or something. You get yourself, or you practice a little bit here and you.
If you're inclined that way.
Yeah, you can become inclined that way, I suppose, right? Gardening,
For sure.
going for walks, meeting people. I have begun to feel the need to go out there and say, hey, the people we meet. Because, mommy, listen to me, huh? There are people out there who are glad to share your time and their time with you and you with them.
Oh yeah.
The people you meet. I wonder, I have introduced such a column. I'm using an expression here. The people you meet. And you will be surprised to know that somebody just want to talk, you know. Somebody just want to talk. You know, somebody might pass and, hey, can I have a little word with you? You know, your effervescent personality draws people. They want to talk.
That's true.
So
there are lots of lonely people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of lonely people. Because I think particularly people over 60 are lonely people. Because life has changed drastically now. Young people are very busy. Middle-aged people, busier. So the people who are retired, I would say that they can become lonely. Reasons being that years ago, when women were not working, the elder folks had their daughters around. Some lived together as extended family, so that there was always company in the house. A son get married, his wife come there to live. The daughter gets married, she may not be living too far, and the bond continues. Of course, that has its repercussion too. When people live together, that has its frustration and so. But it offers the older person in the home security, companionship, and care and love if you are agreeable. If you are agreeable. Because there are some people that really not very agreeable to live with. And they're no fun to be around. So it goes both ways, that you as an older person must be amicable for visitors, and young people, sometimes there are parents who feel, oh gosh, boy, my children, so I thought you'd come and see me. I mean, I saw that in my time as a younger person. I saw mothers cooking and expecting their children to come home for a visit after work, and then the disappointment. So much effort was put into cooking and the child didn't turn up because they have a different agenda. Yeah. And this mother looking forward to the children passing home with the grandchildren, spend a lot of time in the kitchen cooking, and then they don't turn up. In those days, of course, they didn't have cell phones, so she didn't get a call to say we can't make it. So the next time that you would see that child, instead of being happy to see them, you have to express how disappointed you were that you cooked yesterday and you all didn't come. And somebody coming from work, getting that kind of rebuff, they don't want to come back by you.
Definitely. So it calls for some wisdom to how to handle things.
Yes. But there are two sides to the story, in that long ago women never worked. So they don't know the pressures.
You mean generally women didn't work?
Yeah. Generally, women were housewives. I'm talking about people over 60, 70, right? So generally, they were housewives. So that they don't know the hassle of a working woman, the pressures on the job, the discomfort, the anxieties, reaching to work late, going out lunchtime to do some errand, reaching back late to work, your boss on your back. Working, a housewife could never relate to that, you know. And because I worked, I have understood that working people are very busy. And when they come home, they may not be as fortunate as I was to have had a live-in helper. They have all their work to do. So as a mother who had worked, they would understand when they don't see their children. But I am not saying that time should not be made to go and see your parents. You have a good excuse that you can't go and see them every day. But even if it is once a week or twice a week, once in 2 weeks, you cannot be so busy that to take some time off to just go and see your parents, because it's a very lonely life for them. And a lot of parents weep over that. And no matter how
You
you,
mean a lot of grandparents, maybe.
yeah, a lot of grandparents weep over that. And there's no way you could really pacify them to explain, because hurt is hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So there are two sides to a story as to what will bring about a better relationship.
A balanced relationship.
A balanced relationship, because I tell you the truth, if you pass to see your parents and you getting rebuffed and chastised for not coming to see them,
You will stay away.
you will stay away.
Mm-hmm.
So the child has, I would like to go and see my parents there, but oh gosh, I think I could take an old talk today. It's
So
real.
then, I would say, from what you are saying, that the onus is on the older, wiser person to know how to conduct and create an atmosphere that encourages people to come. Despite the fact that people are busy, we as the older ones, we still need to know how to be tactful.
Yeah. Well, we first have to overcome being sensitive.
That's true.
You know, don't just see it from your point of view. You see, from the time you become sensitive, trouble starts. You want to attack that person when they come, rather than you kill the joy, you know, of what you were longing for. You know, you're longing to see this child and your grandchildren, but you spoil it.
You know, it's like this, right? You haven't seen a particular person for a while, a family relative, okay? And suddenly the person turns up, and you say, even as they're coming through the gate, hey, you still alive?
Yeah.
I say you forget me, I say you dead and gone and you forget me. No, that sets a bad tone.
Bad, yeah.
Right.
So really, we first have to deal with ourselves by saying, yes, life has changed. Life has changed drastically. There's no denial about that. The way long ago parents train their children, look your auntie, give her a hug. No parents so bugged down. They may not even think it necessary to say that. And children need to be reminded. You know, I had a brother, he's dead now. Two of them. And ever you go to visit them, he calls the children. Come on, give all your auntie and uncle a hug and a kiss. Because he recognized the effort that was made to leave Trin City to go down to Carcass. And he wanted his children to appreciate that effort that is being made. And those children, now you see them always hug and kiss the auntie and the uncle.
Which brings me to a thought. The Kobe family lived in Diamondville. They were a big family, right? Uncle Serapio, Tante Fidencia, and all the brothers like Dunstan, Selwyn, Frank, all of them, they would come to Cora.
Yeah, you always talk about that.
I always talk about them. They come to Cora with the guitar, the quattro, the shak. And from the time they land in the car pulls up and you recognize, hey, this is family from Diamondville, boy.
Oh gosh, party start.
The house comes alive, right? They are bringing with them an aura.
Energy, good energy.
Okay, we call it energy in our day now, right?
Good energy.
They're bringing an energy that is so vibrant.
And contagious.
And contagious. You are happy and you're sad when they're leaving.
Yeah.
Now, people are so bogged down, they don't come with an aura of,
They come with an aura of, oh, who that?
no, because again of pressures,
Yes, it's a lot of stress out there.
It's a lot of stress. We have to really sympathize that with people. But I want to maybe just divert a little bit. We're talking about perhaps grandchildren who may not show up. I was closing these gates last night. Okay? I was closing these gates last night. I'd already locked the gate. And one of my granddaughters, the street was very clear. I must have been the only one out. And she said, "You locked already?" I said, "Do you want to come back?" She said, "Yes, I'm coming back." And that girl parked and came back and sat down and was such pleasant company. I wish she didn't have to go home.
Why didn't I ask her to spend the night?
No.
She had to go to work early this morning.
No, but just to emphasize. Now, things we spoke, which I wouldn't speak about, there were things that she needed to really, she needed to put on the screen, so to speak, the mental screen, and walk me through experiences that she's had in the past days. And you know something with me? I felt privileged as a grandfather.
Of course.
That she was able to sit down with me
And share.
and there is no malice or guile in whatever she's sharing.
And that's what it is all about.
And she kept such a lovely, lovely demeanor.
Sweet girl, sweet spirited.
I kept calling her Liba.
Because she's so much like her.
Yeah, I kept calling her Liba. Right? Liba. And I said, "I'm sorry." She said, "It's okay." There was such a kind of quietness. So when people pull up at our gate, and I could attest to this, many, many times people have come here and have been so quieted and so thankful to be here.
They don't want to leave.
I don't mind that.
They will tell you, "I'm not staying long, 10 minutes." And an hour could pass and they're ready yet,
Because, Mommy, there's an energy that is going out and people, in other words, I am not defining this only for us. People really need to visit people. Not that they want to burden, but to be uplifted.
Yeah.
To be uplifted. They're not asking you for anything. They just only want to have your air, to have your presence. Folks, I want to tell you, we value everyone who has come to us. Even when Rudy pulled up recently here, this week here, and he gave us that huge mango.
Oh, that mango was delicious.
And this young man, he just stood there while we talked, and he was so pleasant. And I could name, since we've been doing these videos, I could name many, many people who have come here just to sit down and talk. Just to sit down and talk. So the thing about it is, we want to balance our lives in such a way that even if I were to say, "Okay, I'm going out there now, I'm going out there to clean the yard," and somebody pulls up, I must make the time to listen to that person. You know what I was telling Sana recently? I am trying to learn the art of listening. I'll tell you why. If we cut a video for, let's say, 30 minutes, what we are in effect doing is asking viewers for 30 minutes to give us their attention, right? Mm-hmm. And if they could put aside 30 minutes to listen and see what we are doing, it is horrible for me if somebody visits and want to talk, not to listen.
Sure.
So I have to balance the act in such a way now that I must learn to listen to people. I want to thank everybody for all the contributions people have made in the past. It was nice to have you for breakfast. I don't know with the Fiberman mini bakes that we've had, whether we will have lunch, but there are some things planned. Like we plan hopefully to go to see Lieber's grave which when we came back was in a deplorable condition with grass growing. We understand all the things that the regional corporation was enduring, what CPEP was going through or is going through. So we are hoping that when we get to the cemetery, well, whatever little we can do, we will do. But we will not be mourned because we're not the only ones having a hard time in this country, okay? Our country is in a precarious position now with international upheavals, but we're still trusting in the Lord.
Stay focused.
And we want to stay focused. Balance your act today.
Balance.
Balance it tomorrow.
Don't worry about things you have no control over.
Right.
Because that's one thing. Worrying about things we have no solution for overthrows our balance.
And remember, there is a God in heaven.
That's right.
And that's how we will end this video. Thank you very much.